Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here and you're watching the detailed camera review of the new smartphone from Samsung in India under the M series, the Samsung Galaxy M21. So the M21 was announced in March 2020 and it comes with triple rear camera which includes a 48 megapixel sensor. So let's dive deep into the camera to see how it performs. First step, let's have a look at the hardware. So in terms of the camera hardware, it sports a triple camera with 48 megapixel primary sensor with f2.0 aperture. Samsung has not mentioned the sensor details, so we expect it to be either GM1 or GM2 sensor from Samsung. You also get an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and 5 megapixel depth sensor. There is also an LED flash included. The front camera is a 20 megapixel shooter with f2.2 aperture. So let's find out how the camera performs. First, let's have a look at the video quality. The phone can shoot 4K videos in 30 fps and the quality looks quite good. It has good colors and video is crisp with details. But unfortunately, there is no electronic image stabilization available for 4K and hence you are allowed to depend upon the 1080p at 30 fps with EIS. Another major issue with most of the Samsung mid-range phone is the focus hunting in videos, which is quite evident here as well. Moving to the 1080p resolution, here again the video colors are good and there is decent sharpness levels, but the video bitrate isn't good, and on top of that it has horrible focus hunting issues. This is definitely not a phone for video shooting. The electronic image stabilization is good and you get a stabilized footage. The phone also packs an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and the video quality is quite average. The sharpness levels are average while the colors are vivid and contrast seems to be a bit messed up. But you do get EIS for 1080p resolution with the ultra wide angle camera. The phone can also shoot slow motion videos at 240 fps. Now moving on to the photos. The daylight shots taken with the 48 megapixel camera came out well. The colors are vivid and the sharpness levels are quite okay, although we feel there is still room for improvement. This is the first time we are seeing good quality photos from a budget Samsung phone. The phone also has tendency to saturate a bit, especially the sky colors and greenery around. There is also auto HDR mode available and the dynamic range is pretty good and it resolves shadows quite well. But overall we are quite happy with what Samsung has offered here. The 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera came out decent. While it is not as good as the primary camera, it is still usable. If you look at the regular shots and the ultra wide angle shots, you can see that the colors are a bit too artificial on the ultra wide angle lens. Now moving on to the close-up shots, here you can see that the close-up shots taken with the camera came out really good and it has good details, great sharpness and good color reproduction. This is something which we really liked on the Samsung Galaxy M21. Now moving on to the portrait shots, we feel the portraits are quite good. You can get bright looking portraits with vivid colors and edge detection is also quite good. The skin tones are good and the sharpness levels are also acceptable. Now moving on to the low light captures. The f2.0 aperture on the primary camera doesn't help much and the extreme low light pictures are too noisy and blurry. In such situations, it is better to take pictures with the night mode. While the night mode takes some good photos with details and sharpness levels, it does take a bit of time to save the image. Also at times there is a bit of aggressive sharpening happening to reduce the noise. The indoor shots taken with the phone came out pretty good with adequate artificial light. Moving on to the selfie camera. The 20 megapixel shooter can shoot some really good selfies with good details, sharpness levels and colors. The dynamic range is also good. The skin tones are good and so is the sharpness levels. We turned off the beauty mode since we like selfies without beauty. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can judge based on the clarity. The phone also comes with portrait mode and here it was pretty bad with poor edge detection on offer. So this is the video recording taken using the front-facing Samsung Galaxy M21 camera. So this can record videos in 1080p resolution. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera on the M21. So summing up, how good is the Samsung Galaxy M21 in terms of the camera? The Samsung Galaxy M21 does well in daylight shots, close-up and even selfie camera, and it's surprisingly good. But at the same time, it fails in video quality with horrible focus hunting issues and also average low light performance. The portrait selfie camera also needs improvement for poor edge detection. So that is a detailed camera review of the Samsung Galaxy M21. So what do you think about the camera on the Samsung Galaxy M21? Do share in your thoughts in the comment section. So this is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.